press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome to part 5 of the chapter haloalkanes and haloarenes. In the last class, we discussed about the SN1 reaction. Today I start with SN2 reaction. So in case of SN1 reaction, in SN1 reaction, tertiary alkyl halides are involved. Tertiary alkyl halides are more reactive towards SN1 reaction than secondary and primary. And then in tertiary, in SN1 reaction, the intermediate species are carbocations. So in SN1 reaction, so order of reactivity of alkyl halides is 3 degree alkyl halides. 3 degree alkyl halides are more reactive than 2 degree, which are more reactive than 1 degree. So in SN1 reaction, intermediate species are carbocations. So we know that the stability order is stability of carbocation order is, so 3 degree carbocation is more stable than 2 degree carbocation, which is more stable than 1 degree carbocation. Then among 1 degree, so here ethyl carbocation CTH5 plus is more stable than methyl carbocation. Clear? This is the intermediate species involved in SN1 reaction. So in SN1 reaction, rate is proportional to tertiary alkyl halides, 3 degree alkyl halide. Therefore it follows the kinetics of first order reaction. It follows the kinetics of first order reaction. So in this reaction, polar solvent is required. So because you know that it is a two-step mechanism. In the first step, tertiary alkyl halide, it undergoes ionization in the presence of polar protic solvents to form tertiary carbocation. So that is the planar structure and stabilized by positive inductive effect. Is it clear? So that is why polar solvent is required in SN1 reaction. And so even a strong nucleophile is not required. Strong nucleophile is not required. So even in the presence of even mild nucleophile that is required to occur the SN1 reaction. So strong nucleophile is not required. So because rate is proportional to the first power of molar concentration of tertiary alkyl halide. Clear? Then again in this case, so it is a two-step mechanism. So it does not occur in one step because due to steric factor. So it is a two-step mechanism. Then it leads to it leads to the formation of, it leads to the formation of, so it leads to racemization. It leads to racemization. Racemization. So what is meant by racemization? If tertiary alkyl halide is optically active alkyl halide, if the alkyl halide is optically active alkyl halide, so that leads to the formation of racemization. So we get a mixture of both dextrorotatory and levorotatory components, and mixture of dextrorotatory and levorotatory in equimolar amounts. So that is a racemic mixture. Is clear? So that is why during a reaction, so both the dextrorotatory and levorotatory compounds are formed. That is possible only when retention as well as inversion configuration is involved. So therefore, in SN1 reaction, retention and inversion configuration, retention and inversion configuration is involved. Then again, so in SN1 reaction, so look here, so during a reaction, it leads to the rearrangement is possible. So rearrangement is possible. Rearrangement is possible. So why the rearrangement is possible? Suppose the intermediate species is secondary carbocation, then it will try to attain the more stable intermediate carbocation. Tertiary carbocation is possible due to either 1,2-hydride shift or 1,2-methyl shift. So 1,2-hydride or 1,2-methyl shift. 1,2-methyl shift takes place in case of SN1 reaction. So clear? So these are all the points included in SN1 reaction. So in SN1 reaction, retention configuration is formed only when if an alkyl to the alkyl halide, say nucleophile OH minus R, attached to the carbon atom in the side to that of halogen. So there are no rearrangement of bonds in case of alkyl halides, just halogen is replaced by OH group. So in case of retention configuration, so look here, so it is like this. So R1, C, R2, R3 and X. If the nucleophile OH minus R, it attacks to this carbon atom carries halogen. There are two possibilities. This nucleophile attacks to this carbon atom from this side to that of halogen, or it attacks to the carbon from this side opposite to that of halogen. There are two possibilities. So that is possible only when our possibility the andaga, if the intermediate species is a planar carbocation. So if the intermediate species is planar carbocation. So to the planar carbocation, nucleophilic attack takes place either in the side to that of halogen or in the side opposite to that of halogen. So this is after the formation of intermediate carbocation. But in the beginning, to this alkyl halide, nucleophile cannot attach to this carbon from this side to that of halogen. The reason is there is an interelectronic repulsion force. In this case, carbon is positively charged and halogen is negatively charged due to difference in the electronegativity value. ಈ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಈ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಹೊರ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಫೈಲ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಈ ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ರಿಚ್, OH minus is also electron rich. There may be an interelectronic repulsion force. And if R1, R2, R3 are bulky groups, in such cases, nucleophile cannot attach to this carbon atom from the side opposite to that of halogen due to steric reason, due to steric hindrance. The space is not sufficient to attack this carbon from the side opposite to that of halogen. So for this reason, tertiary alkyl halides, so it involves SN1 reaction and it occurs in 2 steps. So due to steric reason, so it undergoes SN1 reaction in 2 steps. ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ SN2 ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಸ್ಟೆರಿಕ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ SN2 ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ SN1 reaction. Order of reactivity of different alkyl halides in SN1 reaction is 3-degree alkyl halides are more reactive than 2-degree and 1-degree. So in SN1 reaction, intermediate species is carbocation. Intermediate species carbocation. Carbocation is always planar, stabilizer by positive inductive effect. Then rate of reaction, it depends on the concentration of only tertiary alkyl halide, means alkyl halide, or in general, so not only tertiary alkyl, if secondary alkyl halide is involved, that depends on the secondary alkyl halide. So totally depends on alkyl halide. And also the dissociation of alkyl halide is a slow step. The rate depends on the slowest step, that is called the rate determining step. So that step involved only one reactant molecule, that is monomolecular or first order. Then in the first step, dissociation of alkyl halide is involved, that favors only in the presence of polar solvent. Hence polar protic solvent is required in case of SN1 reaction. Then rate depends on only alkyl halide, not depends on nucleophile, hence strong nucleophile is not required. Even in the presence of mild nucleophile also S1 reaction occurs. Then it is a 2-step mechanism due to steric reason. It does not occur in 1 step. It occurs in 2 steps. Is it clear? Then it leads to the formation of racemization. So because in the first step tertiary carbocation is formed, that tertiary carbocation nucleophilic attack can take place in any direction, either from front direction or from back direction. So if the compound formed, just if that compound halogen is replaced by a nucleophile, that is retention, there is no rearrangement of bonds. But in case of inversion configuration, the rearrangements of bonds are possible. So that is why it leads to inversion as well as the retention configuration. So in this compound rearrangement is possible. Clear? So these are the important ones. Clear? Next. Next, in SN2 reaction, order of reactivity of alkyl halides, towards SN2 reaction is, so 1-degree alkyl halide, 1 degree. Alkyl halide is more reactive than 2 degree, which is more reactive than 3 degree. So purely, completely it is reverse when compared to SN1 reaction. In SN1 reaction, tertiary alkylates are more reactive than 2 degree alkylate and 3 degree. But in case of SN2 reaction, primary alkylates are more reactive than secondary and tertiary alkyl halides. So it is a one-step mechanism. So if 1 degree alkyl halide like methyl chloride is used, so methyl chloride, so HCl so this is methyl chloride. So when it is treated with aqueous KOH, aqueous potassium hydroxide, this the nucleophile which attacks to the carbon from the side to that of halogen, it is not possible. So because this is electron rich, electron density is more on chlorine, less on carbon. Due to difference in the electronegativity value, this bond is polar bond. Hence the nucleophile OH minus ion, it cannot attach to this carbon atom from this side to that of halogen because of inter-electronic repulsion force. So therefore, the nucleophile which attacks to the carbon atom from the side to that of, so from the side opposite to that of halogen. So as a result of which, so look here, attack of this nucleophile to the carbon atom from the side opposite to that of halogen, the formation of new bond and breaking of old bond, it occurs simultaneously. So new bond is formed between the carbon atom and the nucleophile, and old bond between the carbon and the chlorine. So formation of COH bond and breaking of CCl bond occurs simultaneously. Hence there exists a transition state. It occurs a transition state in which both chlorine and OH group partially bonded with carbon atom. Both OH and chlorine atom partially bonded with carbon. But among COH and CCl bonds, this COH bond becomes more stronger than CCl bond, as a result of which this chlorine atom is completely detached from carbon. That results in the formation of, so OH, CH. So this is methyl alcohol. Is clear? So this is purely an inversion configuration. So why? Since the nucleophilic attack can take place from the side opposite to that of halogen, this is possible because there are no bulky groups. If an alkyl halide having bulky group, then the nucleophilic attack is not possible either from the side to that of halogen or from the opposite to that of halogen. That is not possible. Is clear? So the possibility ಇದೆ ಯಾವಾಗಂದ್ರೆ dissociation ಆಗಿ carbocation formation ಆಗಿದೆ. That can be observed in case of SN1 reaction. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ there are no bulky groups. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ nucleophile attack ಆಗುತ್ತೆ carbon ಗೆ from the side opposite to that of halogen. So that leads to the formation of inversion configuration. ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, if the alkyl halide is optically active, if alkyl halide is optically active, then in case of optically active alkyl halides, that leads to the formation of inversion configuration. There is no racemization. ನೀವು ಯಾವ alkyl halide ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಅದು ಡೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೋ ರೊಟೇಟರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೋದು ಲೇವೋ ರೊಟೇಟರಿ, ಇನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಲೈಡ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಲೈಡ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಪೋಸ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ರೈಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಲೇವೋ ರೊಟೇಟರಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ in case of SN2 reaction, ಈಗ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. In case of SN1 and SN2, so what are the major differences between these two reactions? Clear? In SN1, two-step mechanism. SN2 is one-step mechanism. Clear? ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ overall points ಅನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. So this is clear. So it is a one-step mechanism. Nucleophilic attack can take place from this side opposite to that of halogen. So as a result of which the formation of a new COH bond and CCl bond breaks occur simultaneously. So as a result of which transition state is obtained. In this transition state, both OH and Cl so partially bonded with carbon, but among COH and CCl bonds, COH bond becomes more stronger than CCl bond. So as a result of which chlorine is completely detached from carbon to form methyl alcohol or to form the respective alkyl alcohols. So it is one-step mechanism. Intermediate transition state is formed, but this transition state is highly unstable because it has got very high energy. Higher energy content, lesser will be the stability. So for this reason, during a chemical reaction, this intermediate species, so intermediate transition state, that cannot be isolated, cannot be separated from the reaction mixture. Clear? Then ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ SN2 reaction ಏನ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ? So what are the important points involved in the SN2 reaction? Look here, order of reactivity of alkyl halides is 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. Okay. Then second one is, it is one step mechanism. It is one step mechanism. No, there is no steric factor. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕಾಗಿತ್ತು? ಟರ್ಷಿಯರಿ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಫೈಲ್ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಲೇಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ SN2 ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಮೆಕಾನಿಸಮ್. No steric factor. Then second one, rate is proportional to the concentration of alkyl halide, and also nucleophile. So therefore it follows the kinetics of second order. So it is a second order reaction. And also it is bimolecular to react and molecules are involved. But in case of SN1, there is first order and also monomolecular. Then the another point is, no rearrangement is possible. There is no rearrangement is possible. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಕ್ಯಾಟನ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಮೆಕಾನಿಸಮ್. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ there is no rearrangement. It leads to inversion configuration. It leads to inversion configuration. There is no racemization. Only inversion configuration can be observed. Since the rate depends on both alkyl and nucleophile. So strong nucleophile is required. Strong nucleophile is involved or required. Strong nucleophile is required. And also, since it is a one step, no dissociation takes place. Hence, even in the absence of polar protic solvents, the reaction occurs. Means protic solvent is not required. So polar protic solvent not required. Not required. So these are all the points includes in SN2 reaction. Clear? So this is about SN1 and SN2 reaction. Then what is the stereochemistry of 2-bromobutane in SN1 reaction? 2-bromobutane, it undergoes both SN1 and SN2 because it is a secondary alkyl halides. Secondary alkyl halides, it involves both SN1 and SN2 reaction. Stereochemistry of 2-bromobutane. Stereochemistry of 2-bromobutane. Not only 2-bromobutane, so if we take any secondary alkyl halide, so it undergoes both SN1 and also SN2. So stereochemistry of 2-bromobutane in SN1 reaction. In SN1 reaction. Clear? So in case of 2-bromobutane, so look here, CH3, CH, Br, CH2, CS3. This is the asymmetric carbon atom because it is bonded with one methyl group, one bromine atom, one hydrogen atom, and one ethyl group. So this is asymmetric carbon atom. And also this molecule is dissymmetric. This molecule is dissymmetric. So therefore it shows the optical isomerism. Is it clear? Dissymmetric molecule is there, asymmetric carbon atom is there. So it fulfills the conditions of optical isomerism. So therefore it shows optical isomerism. It is an optically active alkyl halide. So it is optically active alkyl halide. So optically active alkyl halide means when the solution of this compound is placed in a polarimeter and plane polarized light is passed, it turns the plane polarized light either to the left or to the right direction. It shows the optical property. Is clear? So if an optically active alkyl halide is used, involved in either in SN1 or SN2. In case of SN1 reaction, we know that it leads to the formation of racemization. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ SN1 reaction leads to the formation of racemization. What is meant by racemization? Conversion of an optically active alkyl halide into racemic mixture. Means it can form both mixture of D and L forms. Conversion of an optically active alkyl halide into racemic mixture. Racemic mixture means it is a mixture of equimolar quantities of both D and L forms. Is clear? SN1 reaction leads to the formation of racemization ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಲೈಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸರ್ ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್. So this is the carbon atom. This is bromine, 2-brombutanol. So here it is the methyl group, and this is C2H5, and it is H. This is the asymmetric carbon atom. It's clear. This is asymmetric carbon atom. So in case of SN2 reaction, sir, in case of SN1 reaction, if it involves SN1 reaction, polar protic solvent is required. So dissociation takes place, carbocation formed. To that carbocation, nucleophilic attack can take place either from any direction. Either it attacks to the carbon from this side to that of halogen, that leads to the formation of retention configuration, or if the nucleophile attacks to this carbon from this side opposite to that of halogen, after the formation of carbocation, that leads to the formation of inversion configuration. Inversion configuration is clear. So therefore, suppose if the nucleophilic attack can take place, look here, CH3, C, so this is Br, this is CTH5, and it is H, hydrogen. Clear? ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಫಿಲಿಕ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ can takes place, nucleophilic attack can takes place in the side opposite to that of halogen. In the side opposite to that of halogen, there is an inversion configuration. In such cases, the compound formed should be CH3. So here C, then it is OH, and this is OH, CTH5, and then H. So look at this configuration. This compound is formed. So only when ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ the nucleophilic attack can take place in the side opposite to that of halogen. So this compound is a mirror image of this one, but Br is replaced by OH. So this is inversion configuration. Or if the nucleophile attacks takes place in the direction to that of halogen, so e direction the attack are, just Br is replaced by OH group, same configuration, retention configuration. So CH3, so here's C, OH, ethyl group, C to H5, then H. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಇವೆರಡು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. These are the same structures, but Br is replaced by OH. This is retention configuration. If it gives only one compound, there is no retention configuration, definitely it undergoes SN1, SN2 reaction. It undergoes both inversion as well as retention. This is the compound A, this is the compound B. Clear? So when 2-bromobutane, it is treated with a base, it can form both A plus B, then this is racemization. It gives both the inversion as well as retention configuration. Sir, it undergoes both inversion and retention configuration. So one compound that is same as that of the optically active alkyl halide, but halogen is replaced by OH group. So B, same. This is retention configuration. And another compound, there is a rearrangement is possible. Then the nucleophile attack takes place in the direction opposite to that of halogen. There is an inversion configuration. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ, ನೀವೇನು ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಆಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಸರಿ ಡೆಕ್ಸೋರೋಟೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಬರೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೇವೋರೋಟೇಟರ್, ಬರೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಲೇವೋರೋಟೇಟರ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವರ್ಷನ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಎರಡು ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಫೈಲ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್. ಡೆಕ್ಸೋರೋಟೇಟರ್ ಅದರ ಲೇವೋರೋಟೇಟರ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. BR is replaced by OH. ಇದು ಡೆಕ್ಸೋರೋಟೇಟರ್, ಇದು ಡೆಕ್ಸೋರೋಟೇಟರ್. So therefore mixture of both D and L forms are formed. That leads to the formation of racemization. Clear? So this is about the stereochemistry of 2-bromobutane in SN1 reaction. Suppose ಇದೇ alkyl optically active alkali halide SN2 reactions ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ನೋಡಿ. So stereochemistry of 2-bromooctane in SN1 reaction. 2-bromooctane in SN2 reaction. In SN2 reaction. So SN2 reaction, it leads to only inversion configuration. It leads only inversion configuration. Clear? ನೋಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ 2-bromooctane CH3 CHBr CH2 then CH3 ಇದೆ. 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ 6 ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸಿಲ್ 1 ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು 5 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ C6H13. C6H13. This is asymmetric carbon atom. One methyl group, one bromine atom, one hexyl group. It is optically active alkyl halide. So if it undergoes SN2 reaction, it leads to the formation of only inversion configuration. So it leads only inversion configuration. There is no racemization. So if the optically active alkyl halide is dextrorotatory, then the obtained compound is levorotatory. If the optically active alkyl halide is levorotatory, the obtained compound is dextrorotatory. So the inversion configuration is obtained. Clear? So ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, so what is the stereochemistry of 2-bromooctane in SN2 reaction? CH3 CBr. This is C6H13. C6H13 then H. This is asymmetric carbon atom. Totally C8. Clear? Nodi C8 ಇದೆ. And then CHBr, one CH3 group. So nucleophilic attack can take place to the carbon atom from the side opposite to that of halogen. So in case of SN2 reaction only, inversion configuration is observed. So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಿರರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ CH3 bond C. So here Br, sorry not Br, OH group. Br is replaced by OH. This is the asymmetric carbon atom. Then the group is C6H13 and OH, C6, H13, and then H. If this optically active alkyl halide, if it is, so if it is dextrorotatory, then it is levorotatory. Or if it is levorotatory, this is dextrorotatory. So only inversion configuration is observed. So inversion configuration is observed. Clear? So this is in case of only SN2 reaction. So this is about SN1 and SN2 reactions. Clear? Next. So what are the properties of aromatic halogen compounds like haloarine? So haloarine ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ chemical properties of chlorobenzene or in general haloarine. Chemical properties of haloarenes. Chemical properties of haloarenes. When haloarene like chlorobenzene, C6H5Cl, chlorobenzene, when it is heated with chlorine in the presence of ferric chloride as catalyst. When chlorobenzene is heated with chlorine in the presence of ferric chloride as catalyst, so the role of ferric chloride is, it is a Lewis acid, electron deficient, it generates an electrophile like chloronium ion. And also in case of chlorobenzene, so look at the resonating structures of chlorobenzene. ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ chlorobenzene ಅಲ್ಲಿ, so in case of chlorobenzene, chlorine atom has 3 lone pairs of electrons, NH2NP6, sorry NH2NP5. So NH2NP5 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 lone pairs ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ chlorobenzene ಅಲ್ಲಿ chlorine ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 lone pair electrons ಇದೆ. NH2NP5, sorry NH2NP5, totally 3 lone pairs of electrons. So in case of NH2NP5 configuration, totally there are 7 electrons. So 1 electron is involved in this covalent bond. The remaining 3 electrons, so 3 lone pairs. So one of the lone pair electron, if it involves in resonance, at the same time the ortho position gets a pair of pi electrons to form the another canonical or contributing structure of chlorobenzene. So the ortho position with respect to chlorine acquires negative charge. So here carbon chlorine bond, it has a partial double bond character. So ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ lone pair of electrons resonance involve ಆಯ್ತು. So ಈ bonds ಹಾಗೆ ಇದೆ. Then again the bonding electrons are comes over here. At the same time the electrons, the para carbon atom with respect to chlorine gets a pair of pi electrons to form the another resonating structure. So negative charge shifted to para position. Again, if the electrons are involved like this, at the same time again the ortho position acquires a pair of pi electrons, means ortho position it becomes rich in electrons. So in general, in case of chlorobenzene, ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ chlorobenzene ಅಲ್ಲಿ electron density, it is more at ortho position. This is also ortho position. This is also ortho position with respect to chlorine. And the para position is also electron rich. Then finally, third, electron shift adre, once again this chlorine atom gets a pair of 5 electrons to form the another contributing structure. Another contributing structure. Note, again, so e original question bartade, but first and last canonical structure differ in the position of bonds. So there are 5 contributing structures. 5 contributing structures are possible for chlorobenzene. So in chlorobenzene, so due to a positive mesomeric effect, so resonance effect and the positive mesomeric effect, because an atom or a group of atom can donate lone pair of electrons towards the conjugated pi system, so that the ortho carbon atom with respect to chlorine, so this is the second carbon atom, then this is the 6th carbon atom. So if a numbering start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the 2 adjacent positions. The adjacent positions becomes rich in electrons. Node, so electrons resonance involve adre, ortho positions becomes electron rich, and also para position is electron rich. So when chlorobenzene, it is subjected to electrophilic substitution reaction, electrophiles E plus preferably attached to either para position or ortho positions. So therefore the chlorine atom in chlorobenzene is ortho and para directing. It directs the second incoming group to occupy the ortho positions or para positions. For this reason, when chlorobenzene is subjected to electrophilic substitution reaction, we get both ortho and para products. So when chlorobenzene is heated with chlorine in the presence of ferric chloride, this ferric chloride, so the active reagent, this is an electrophile. This electrophile is generated by this ferric chloride in the chlorination of chlorobenzene. So electrophile is, so E plus is Cl plus. This chloronium ion, it is generated from ferric chloride. So this ferric chloride is a Lewis acid, electron deficient. So therefore in this case we get orthodichlorobenzene and para-dichlorobenzene compounds are formed. Orthodichlorobenzene and para-dichlorobenzene are formed. But this is the major one, since it has a symmetrical structure. Therefore it is the major compound. Orthodichlorobenzene and para-dichlorobenzene. This is the chlorination of chlorobenzene. So in this reaction, ferric chloride, it acts as a Lewis acid. It generates an electrophile. Now the electrophile agare Cl plus is an electrophile generated by ferric chloride by the action of ferric chloride on chlorine. Then it is subjected to nitration. So when it is treated with concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid, it undergoes nitration. So electrophile involved in this reaction is NO2, nitronium ion. So nitronium ion is formed from, so it is generated by concentrated sulfuric acid. In this reaction, in chlorination of chlorobenzene, active reagent is chloronium ion. In the nitration of chlorobenzene, active reagent is NO2 plus nitronium ion to form orthonitrochlorobenzene or 2-chloronitrobenzene, orthonitrochlorobenzene or 2-chloronitrobenzene, and along with chlorobenzene. So here NO2Cl, this is the major compound. Para compounds are always major compound due to symmetrical structures. So in the nitration of chlorobenzene, nitrate mixture is used. So mixture of constant nitric acid and constant sulfuric acid is called nitrate mixture. Is called nitrate mixture. So in this reaction, the active reagent is NO2 plus. Nitronium ion is involved in the chlorination of nitration of chlorobenzene. Then another one is when it is heated with concentrated sulfuric acid, electrophile is neutral electrophile. It is sulfur trioxide. It is generated by concentrated sulfuric acid. So when chlorobenzene, it is heated with constant sulfuric acid, it undergoes sulfonation to form orthochlorobenzene sulfonic acid. This is orthochlorobenzene sulfonic acid or orthochlorobenzene sulfonic acid or 2-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid, and along with parachlorobenzene sulfonic acid. Parachlorobenzene sulfonic acid or 4-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. So these are the products formed when chlorobenzene is heated with constant sulfuric acid. The reaction is sulfonation reaction. Then another one is when it is treated with methyl chloride or alkyl halide in the presence of AlCl3. This is called Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. The active reagent, so electrophile involved is R plus, alkyl carbocation. This alkyl carbocation, it is obtained from alkyl halide by the action of aluminium chloride on alkyl halide. Aluminium chloride on alkyl halide. Clear? Then in this case we get, so here Cl R. Or if we take methyl chloride, so if methyl chloride is used, orthomethyl chlorobenzene. This is orthochloroalkyl benzene. Then along with parachloroalkyl benzene is also formed, ClR. The active reagent is alkyl carbocation. If methyl chloride is used, methyl carbonium ion or methyl carbocation is the active species. Active reagent involved in the reaction of chlorobenzene with alkyl halide. Then in case of, so when it is subjected to Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, so this is called the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. So in case of Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, active reagent is alkyl carbocation. So when it is treated with acetyl chloride, CS3COCl, so in the presence of aluminium chloride, this is Friedel-Crafts. So Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. The active reagent electrophile is CH3CO plus acylinium ion. Electrophile involved in this reaction is acylinium ion. So in this case we get orthochloroacetophenone, so COCS3. So hydrogen atom from ortho position is replaced by acyl group. So here also hydrogen atom from ortho position is replaced by chlorine. Similarly, from the another molecule of chlorobenzene, hydrogen from para position is replaced by parachlorobenzene. Similarly, so when it is subjected to Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, when chlorobenzene is heated with acetate chloride in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, so aluminum chloride and acetyl chloride combination produces an electrophile acetylenium ion. This electrophile preferably attacks to the centers having high electron density. So in chlorobenzene, highest electron density is at ortho and para positions due to positive mesomeric effect shown by the chlorobenzene. This is an electron donating group. It increases the electron density at ortho and para positions. So therefore, electrophiles are preferably attached to ortho and para positions. Clear? So we get both ortho and para product. So when it is treated with acetyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, the acetylenium ion produced by acetyl chloride and aluminum chloride, this acetylenium ion attacks to ortho position to form orthochloroastophenone and along with parachloroacetophenone. Parachloroacetophenone. So these are all the electrophilic substitution reactions of haloarine like chlorobenzene. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೆರಿಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಏನು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಏನು ಸಲ್ಫೋನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಾರಿ ನೈಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸಲ್ಫೋನೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಇನ್ product of alkylation as well as in acylation reactions. So what are the active reagents involved in the electrophilic substitution reactions? ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ electrophilic substitution reactions ಅಲ್ಲಿ active reagents are electrophiles. Active reagents are electrophiles. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ electrophile ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೋರೋಬೆನ್ಸೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಏನಿದೆಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೊನೇಟಿವ್, ಬಟ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ higher electronegativity is the typical property shown by halogen. So it is more electronegative. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಆರ್ಥೋಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬಟ್ ಆರ್ಥೋಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬಟ್ ಆರ್ಥೋಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್. ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, another properties. When chlorobenzene is heated with sodium hydroxide solution, another property of chlorobenzene. When chlorobenzene it is heated with sodium hydroxide solution. So in haloarenes, halogen atom is least reactive. Haloarenes are less reactive. Since halogen atom is attached to sp2 every state of carbon atom, that is more electronegative. In addition to this, the lone pair of electrons are involved in resonance, as a result of which carbon chlorine bond has a partial double bond character. Thereby bond length becomes shorter and bond strength increases, therefore the reactivity decreases. Hence the reactions of haloarenes with NaOH, it is carried out at very high temperature 623 Kelvin under a pressure of 300 atmosphere pressure. Chlorine atom of chlorobenzene is replaced by OH group to form phenol. But this reaction is not observed at normal temperature. ಇದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Haloarenes are less reactive. So therefore the nucleophilic, this is an example for nucleophilic substitution reaction. ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಫೈಲ್, but this reactivity of chlorine atom in chlorobenzene is least because this bond length is short due to resonance, partial double bond character ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. That is why this reaction is carried out at high temperature at 623 Kelvin and also at high pressure. So in this case we get phenol. But chlorobenzene to phenol is not possible at room temperature. It is possible only at high temperature. Then similarly, when bromobenzene or phenyl bromide, when it is heated with cuprous cyanide at 473 Kelvin. So here Br is replaced by Cl. So in the presence of pyridine as catalyst, in the presence of pyridine, bromobenzene reacts with cuprous cyanide to form phenyl cyanide. Phenyl cyanide, so Cn plus CuBr, cuprous bromide. When iodobenzene on heating with copper powder, so 2 moles of phenyl iodide are involved. The reaction, it occurs like this. This is phenyl iodide or iodobenzene plus Cu. Again it involves another molecule of iodobenzene. So here 2 iodine atoms takes up copper and eliminated as cupric iodide, and 2 benzene rings are fused together, are linked together to form diphenyl or biphenyl. Diphenyl or biphenyl plus COI2. So this is diphenyl or biphenyl. So this is called iodobenzene on heating with copper to form biaryl or biphenyl. Biaryl or biphenyl. Clear? So this reaction is also possible. So these are all the properties of haloarenes. So this reaction, it is called Ullmann biaryl reaction. Biaryl reaction. So in Ullmann biaryl reaction, iodobenzene on heating with copper to form biaryls or biphenyls. Clear? So these are all the properties of haloarenes. So finally, ಈಗ polyhalogen compounds ಇದೆ. So in case of polyhalogen compounds, अगर आप polyhalogen compounds ले ಒಂದು carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, iodoform, freons and then DDT. ಸೊ ಅವನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಏನು, ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಕೆಲವು ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ, ಆ ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಸೊ ಪಾಲಿಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಪಾಲಿಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್. Polyhalogen compounds. ನೋಡಿ, in case of polyhalogen compounds, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ polyhalogen what are polyhalogen compounds ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ replacement of more than 2 hydrogen atoms of the hydrocarbons or alkenes by more than 2 halogen atoms. More than 2 halogen atoms. So chloroform ಇದೆ, carbon tetrachloride ಇದೆ, iodoform ಇದೆ. So ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗರೆ, these are all the polyhalogen compounds. ನೋಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ in case of polyhalogen compounds, first one is chloroform. Formula is CHCl3. So how is chloroform prepared? So it is obtained from ethanol, CS3CH2OH, ethanol ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, or from acetone, CS3COCH3, or from acetaldehyde, or from the compound containing this kind of group. ನೋಡಿ ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾವೆ. This is obtained from ethanol, or from acetone, or from acetaldehyde, or from CS3CHOH. ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. So when ethyl alcohol, it is obtained by heating chlorine with ethyl alcohol and along with calcium hydroxide. ನೋಡಿ ಇದರ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ethanol, CS3CH2OH with chlorine and calcium hydroxide, it produces chloroform. Chloroform is obtained by the reaction between ethanol, chlorine and calcium hydroxide. So ethanol, CH3, CH2OH, which reacts with chlorine to form. So in this case, 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 chlorine atoms eliminated as 2HCl to form acetaldehyde, CH3CHO plus 2HCl. So look here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ acetaldehyde form. acetaldehyde direct ತಗೋಬಹುದು, acetone direct ತಗೋಬಹುದು. Then this obtained acetaldehyde again CS3CHO, which reacts with excess of chlorine. So all the 3 hydrogen atoms are replaced by 3 chlorine. It requires 3 moles of chlorine. All the 3 hydrogen atoms are replaced by 3 chlorine to form CCl3CHO. ನೋಡಿ ಈ 3 ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬದಲಾಗಿ 3 ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And 3 hydrogen takes up chlorine and element has 3 moles of HCl. This is chloral. It is one of the important compound used in preparing DDT. DDT prepare ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೂಡ trichloroacetaldehyde is called chloral. Clear? Then this chloral on treatment with calcium hydroxide or by using sodium hydroxide, ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So calcium hydroxide, CaOH, calcium hydroxide with chloroform, CCl3CHO, again CCl3CHO to form. So here CHCl3, here also CHCl3. So 2 moles of chloroform is obtained along with HCOO twice Ca. HCOO twice Ca. Clear? So chloroform is obtained by treating chlorine with either ethanol or acetone or acetaldehyde or the compound containing this type of group and calcium hydroxide, that gives chloroform. Competitive part ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, which one of the following compound is required to prepare chloroform? ಯಾವುದು ನೋಡಬೇಕು? ethanol, acetone, acetaldehyde or this type of compound containing this kind of group that is involved in the formation of chloroform. Then chloroform, clear? ನೋಡಿಲಿ, ethanol with chlorine gives acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde with chlorine gives chloral or trichloroacetaldehyde, trichloroacetaldehyde reacts with calcium hydroxide to form chloroform. Clear? The preparation of chloroform. Then another one is when chloroform it is oxidized by air in the presence of sunlight. CHCl3, which is slowly oxidized by oxygen in the presence of sunlight to form a poisonous gas, carbonyl chloride or phosgene. Phosgene or carbonyl chloride. Carbonyl chloride or phosgene, so it is a poisonous. It is a poisonous gas along with the formation of HCl. So what is the action of oxygen on chloroform? So chloroform reacts with oxygen in the presence of sunlight to form phosgene. To form phosgene. Clear? So this is the action of oxygen on chloroform. Then what are the uses of this chloroform? ನೋಡಿ, chloroform ಅನ್ನ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? It is used as a solvent for oils and varnishes. Usually chloroform is used as a solvent for oils and varnishes. It was used as an anesthetic in surgery. It was used as an anesthetic in surgery. Earlier days ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. The inhaling of chloroform, it causes damage to central nervous system. These are the physiological effects. Or inhaling of this chloroform about 900 ppm level. Inhaling of above 900 parts per million, it causes damage to kidney and liver. Clear? Then the chloroform. Now observe what are physiological effect of chloroform. So inhaling of chloroform, it causes dizziness, fatigue and headache. So these are the physiological effects. So uses ಬಂದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ it is used as, or it is used to preserve anatomical specimens. Chloroform is used to preserve anatomical specimens. So chloroform, it is used as a solvent for oils and varnishes. So chloroform, it was used as anesthetic in surgery in the earlier days. Clear? ಇದು ಯೂಸಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇದನ್ನ ಇನ್ಹೇಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It damage to central system. Suppose the inhaling of chloroform is about 900 parts per million, it causes damage to liver and kidney. Clear? ಇವು physiological effects. ಇದು chloroform. The second one, iodoform. ನೋಡಿ, iodoform. Second one, iodoform. Formula is CHI3. Iodoform. So the compounds which forms iodoform reaction only when, ನೋಡಿ, compound should be, ನೋಡಿ, iodoform reaction. Iodoform reaction is shown by these compounds. Which one of the following reaction? Chloroform, iodoform, almost same. So iodoform reaction is formation of iodoform. Iodoform reaction is shown by ethanol. It gives a positive test for iodoform reaction. It gives a positive test for acetone, is also gives a positive test for iodoform. And acetaldehyde also gives a positive test for iodoform. Or any compound containing this kind of group also shows iodoform reaction. Iodoform reaction is shown by ethanol, acetone, or so in general, or COCS3, or COC. It contains a terminal ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಕೀಟೋನ್. COCS3 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವು ಯಾವ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸಿಟಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ CS3 C double bond OH. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ COCS3 ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದಾಗ, ಸೊ when it is treated with iodine, ಈ ಎರಡು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಐಡಿನ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೊ HI ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ COCS3 ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So that is why these are the compounds, or this type of compounds gives a positive test for iodoform reaction. Clear? So ನಾನು ಕ್ಲೋರೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಡಿಟೋ, ಅದೇ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಿ. ಈಗ ಅಸಿಟೋನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? ಸೊ when acetone CH3 COCS3 on treatment with iodine and NaOH, it gives iodoform reaction. ಹೇಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? CH3 COCS3 acetone on treatment with iodine to form. ನೋಡಿ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ? All the 3 hydrogen atoms are replaced by 3 iodine to form Ci3 COCS3. Ci3 COCS3. This is triiodostone along with the formation of 3HI. So 3 moles of iodine is used. This is called triiodoacetone. Then this triiodoacetone, so on treatment with NaOH, sodium hydroxide with Ci3CHO, it gives CHI3 and HCOONA. CHI3, this is the pale yellow PPT, pale yellow precipitate, and along with the formation of HCOONA. This is iodoform. So iodoform reaction is shown by all these compounds. Is clear? So idu kuda ಒಂದು important preparation kuda haudu. Then what are the uses of iodine in iodoform? Iodoform is used as an antiseptic. So it is used as an antiseptic. Clear? This is about iodoform. It is very important. Which of the following reaction gives a positive test for iodoform? Usually iruttade. So these are all the compounds. Compound containing terminal COCS3, or the compound should be ethanol, or the compound should contain this kind of group. Terminal CH3CHOH group ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Or the compound containing terminal COCS3 group, those compounds which gives the positive test for iodoform reaction. Then another one is carbon tetrachloride. So when carbon tetrachloride, so look here, carbon tetrachloride, CCl4, this is also polyhalogen compound. So carbon tetrachloride, that is obtained by the reaction between excess of chlorine with methane. Carbon tetrachloride. Clear? So when carbon tetrachloride reacts with steam or water vapors to form again carbonyl chloride and HCl, this is phosgene. Phosgene or carbonyl chloride, it is a poisonous gas. Clear? Noted. Now what are the uses of this carbon tetrachloride? It is used as a solvent in industries. Industrial solvent ಆಗಿ carbon tetrachloride use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Then carbon tetrachloride is used as fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher ಕೂಡ carbon tetrachloride use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. It is used in the preparation of It is used in the preparation of chloropicrin. Chloropicrin. So chloropicrin is CCl3NO2. This is called trichloronitromethane. Trichloronitromethane. So it is also called war gas. But carbon tetrachloride is used as an industrial solvent. Carbon tetrachloride is used in fire extinguisher. So it is used as fire extinguisher. Carbon tetrachloride is used in the preparation of war gas, that is chloropicrin. So chemical name of chloropicrin is trichloronitromethane. Trichloronitromethane. So these are the uses of carbon tetrachloride. So inhaling of carbon tetrachloride causes dizziness, fatigue, and nausea. Clear? So this carbon tetrachloride. Now freons. So what are freons? Chloro-fluoro compounds of methane or ethane, collectively known as the freons. Another one. Freons. Freons means chloro-fluoro compounds of methane or ethane, collectively known as freons. These are the chloro-fluoro compounds of methane or ethane. So these are collectively known as freons. Is clear? So agadralli chloro-fluoro compounds of methane and ethane andaga yavagadre CCl2F2. This is the most familiar chloro-fluoro compound is CCl2F2. This is called freon 1,2. This 1 represents the number of carbon atoms, 2 represents the number of fluorine atoms. So this 1, it represents number of carbon atoms, and this 2, it represents the number of fluorine atoms. Freon 1,1, CCl3F. Freon 13 ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೋಡಿ. So freon 1,1, which contains 1 carbon atom, 1 fluorine atom. So therefore that is CCl3F. CCl3F is freon 1,1. Freon 1,2. So freon 1,2 is 1 carbon atom, 2 fluorine atoms. Freon 1,3. So freon 1,3 is freon 1,3 is CClF3. CClF3, 1 carbon atom, 3 fluorine atoms. Clear? So that depletes the ozone layer by forming free radicals. So by the action of UV rays on freons, they generates chlorine free radicals, or they generate the oxide of fluorine free radicals. Again, those free radicals decomposes ozone. It depletes the ozone layer. Clear? Then another one is DDT. DDT, dichlorodimethyl trichloroethane. DDT. So it is a powerful insecticide. So para dash dichloro diphenyl, dichloro-diphenyl, trichloroethane. So this is DDT. Para-dash, dichloro, D andre dichloro. Again, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು D andre diphenyl, T andre trichloroethane. The structure of this one is, so look here, ethane is like this. Ethane, ಎರಡು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಈಥೇನ್. ಸೊ ಅವರ 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಈಥೇನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರೈಕ್ಲೋರೋಈಥೇನ್, 3 ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ 3 ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರೈಕ್ಲೋರೋಈಥೇನ್. Next one is diphenyl. There are 2 phenyl groups. 2 phenyl groups ಹೇಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, this is one phenyl group. This is one phenyl group. This is the another phenyl group. This is diphenyl. So diphenyl. Then dichloro-diphenyl. 2 chlorine atoms are present in para position. So exactly opposite position chlorine atom. Here also one chlorine. Then valency satisfy madri H. So this is the structure of DDT. Dichloro, para-dash, exactly opposite position chlorine atom, para-dash, dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane. So how is this compound prepared? So when chlorobenzene, so preparation. So chlorobenzene. So here HCl, again HC, another molecule of chlorobenzene. So here HCl, chlorobenzene. On heating with chloral, C double bond O, C double bond O, H, CCl3. This is chloral or trichloroacetaldehyde. Trichloroacetaldehyde. So when chloral or trichloroacetaldehyde on heating with chlorobenzene in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, it acts as a dehydrating agent. These 2 chlorine and 1 oxygen atom from chloral eliminated as water. The water element adre nodri compounds ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ same 2 phenyl groups. Look here, 2 phenyl groups, or I can write like this. So one, these are the 2 phenyl groups. So chlorine atom is there, here also chlorine atom. One C, here also C, H is there, H and CCl. CCl. These 2 compounds are same. Node, carbon ಗೆ 2 phenyl group, opposite position 2 chlorine, 1 H, CCl. So this is the preparation of DDT. DDT is a powerful insecticide. But ಇದನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಬ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಬಯೋಡಿಗ್ರೇಡೇಬಲ್. ಇದು ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನೋಡಿ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, in biological systems it is accumulated on fatty acid tissues in our body. Suppose in case ಇದನ್ನ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಗೆ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಸುಗಳು ಆ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಿಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಡಿಡಿಟಿ ಹಸು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಥ್ರೋ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So that is why this compound is not decomposable. It is non-biodegradable. ಇದು ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So in biological systems, it is accumulated on fatty acid tissues, but due to lack of the awareness, still DDT is used as insecticide in some other countries. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಸೈಡ್, ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. And DDT is obtained from chloral and chlorobenzene. Chloral means trichloroacetaldehyde. Trichloroacetaldehyde, that is chloral. Clear? Chloral, chlorobenzene, in the presence of constant sulfuric acid we get DDT. Clear? So isto synopsis part alli helidine. ಇನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆಲವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ಕೆಲವು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ಸ್, ಕೀಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದಾವೆ ಇವನು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಫಾಲೋ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.